Hello everyone and welcome to Best Side Cycling. Today I'm here in downtown Kirkland at the Marina Park Pavilion, and I'm happy to announce that the Seven Hills of Kirkland event is going to be running again this year for the first time I think in like 3 years or so. There's going to be a new organizer, the Kiwani Club, and it's happening on Memorial Day weekend, and registration is already open for you to go ahead and join, which I'll put the link below. But in this video I just wanted to go over what to expect from this event, the route more or less, as well as some of the amenities that you'll have with it. So it's super exciting. I should be there this year, so hopefully we'll be able to join you, but let's get into the ride. So for those of you that have been in Seattle for a while, you definitely probably already heard of this route. But yeah, it's been a while since this ride has actually been ran as an event, so that's really exciting. And there is two options. There is the traditional 38-mile route and then a metric century route. I do want to really put a caveat here that for the metric century, it's going to differ from before or the years past. It's just going to be sort of featuring an extra loop, so it's a bit of a different route than before. But anyway, for today's video, I just wanted to give sort of a overview of some of the hills that you might encounter on this ride and what to expect. I think that the timing of this ride being on May 29th is a great time to really start off your season and then get training with some hills. I mean, this is a decently hilly ride with 38 miles and 2,700 feet. So definitely for those that haven't seen a lot of hills before, this will be great training. And this one that I'm on right now is Market Street. It's the very first one you'll encounter heading northbound. It's fairly short, it serves as a great warm-up, but we're gonna keep going and it's definitely gonna get harder. Looking at the registration page, these are the current rates for the event. It's $75 for the normal route, $85 for the metric century, an additional 20 miles. And each entry fee will basically, I think, also get you a t-shirt as well as strawberry shortcake at the finish. And there is a sort of support or rest stop in the middle, which I presume there will be some feed for you to use and get along. But of course, with many of these events, including all the Cascade ones, it's really just about joining a bunch of other people doing the same route at the same time. And in some ways, it makes it safer or makes it more enjoyable just to have a lot of other people to sort of work with these climbs on with you. And you can see this is Juanita Hill, the second climb of the day. And yeah, these are just to give you an idea of sort of what the roads are like. You are going to have to interface with cars a lot more than just maybe a typical Seattle ride. So definitely you'll have to pay note, but overall I don't think it's anything huge to worry about. But if you are completely riding new to cars, then you can sort of pay attention to see what the next hill sort of look like. But yeah, definitely this still ranks on sort of the easier ones of the ones you encounter, but what comes up next is definitely one of the worst. Welcome to Seminary Hill at about 430 feet, and I think the whole gradient is 6.6, but there's definitely some good steep parts. This is probably one of the most challenging hills of the day in terms of a sort of sustained effort, so it's sort of nice that it's a little bit in the beginning and you can really get used to it. But yeah, for those that don't usually climb a lot of hills, this will be a fun challenge. So definitely get ready to climb. And on this road, you see, we end up on these side roads now, and it's a lot calmer, and we're just gonna keep on trucking and try to make it to the end. And we're here at our next hill, but I just want to quickly mention about for those of you that are curious, like how this ride might compare to Chili Hilly in difficulty. I'd say generally in terms of the hilliness, it's roughly about the same. It's just that this route, the traditional one, is about 5 miles longer, so therefore a little bit more elevation overall. But I would say that if you're able to do one, you should definitely be able to do the other. So the main difference here would be you're riding out here on the east side. It's going to be a little different. The hills, of course, are not the same. So yeah, it's a different experience, but definitely still worth doing, especially if you can do it as part of this event. It's always fun to climb in a huge group. And on top of this hill, there's actually a photogenic spot with a nice sign, so I'll meet you there. Hello, so I'm here now at Norway Hill. This is the fourth hill, probably one of the more memorable ones due to its taller height at about 450 feet. But yeah, you get some awesome views here on the east side as you get on top. And yeah, just the many sort of switchbacks and turns that you see makes this one definitely a memorable one of all the climbs. But there's still more to go, and you're more than halfway there, so let's see what else is on the road. So from there we go downhill, and on this route, of course, there's generally a lot of descending to do, so make sure you are comfortable with that on a bike, as well as that your brakes are good, especially in a more larger crowded environments, it is key to just pay extra attention when going downhill. And as well, yeah, if you have any question about any of these hills or this ride, just let me know. You can really call me a hill connoisseur. Going uphill is where I like to be for whatever reason. That's just how I am. So yeah, definitely. And lastly, roll over that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'm definitely going to be posting a lot more. I've just been really busy with my personal job hunt, but hopefully that will get wrapped up and I'll be back to really showing you guys a lot of rides, a lot of things. There's a lot of things to show. I'm really excited, especially for this new upcoming season. But anyway, we're gonna go on to the sixth hill, which I really think is the main event for me, and that is Winery Hill, the sixth hill and also the steepest. As you get started, it's definitely gonna ramp up into those mid-teens, so get ready for it. It's not the tallest hill, but and also really fun thing that I learned about the previous events is that there used to be a bagpiper at the top of this hill. I'm not sure if they're doing it, but if you are interested in it, we can go ahead and ask them and see if that'll happen. But yeah, you can see here, my pace is definitely slowing down. Cadence are just trying to get up over this hill. So definitely take your time. It is a fairly calm road, but yeah, I can imagine it would be interesting experience climbing this with a lot of people. But with that, you're going to get over this hill, and then there's just one more to go, which is last but not least, Rose Hill. This is a more gradual hill, but it's also the tallest one of the day at just over 500 feet. So definitely with your legs being sapped, I can see this being a bit of a slog. But after you're done, you're going to detour into Bellevue before heading back to the start for that strawberry shortcake. So definitely there's a good goal in mind. And also, if you're coming on this ride and you're new to hills, definitely keep in mind your gearing ratios. You want a gear where you can probably sustain those gradients at about 6% very steadily. I mean, the hills themselves aren't that tall, so in those steep places it's probably okay to walk or just move off to the side. So I would definitely say for most of you, this would be an awesome challenge, a way to get started in your cycling season, whether you do it as part of the official event or not. But definitely, I think it's always fun to play a part of these events. But anyway, I think that's all I had to say for this video. So if you enjoyed it, let me know. If you have any questions, please also let me know. And I will be riding it this year. So if you do see me around, be sure to wave me down. And I'll definitely be there to say hi and everything else. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and see you all in the next one.